Hello and welcome to Bell Curve Gaming, and today I'm bringing you the new Gengar from Unbroken Bonds as requested from Ryan Foster. So I'm going to explain first of all how this deck works and then why I'm not using triple acceleration energy with the deck. So first of all, how's the deck work? Well, we've got the Gengar here, Shadow of Pain ability, which is absolutely brilliant because it allows us when we evolve into our Gengar to put 6 damage counters on our opponent's GX Pokemon any way that we like. Then he's got the Twilight Poison attack for 3 colorless energy, matches with a triple acceleration energy quite nicely, but hits for 70 and leaves your active Pokemon asleep and poisoned. Now the poison, we can boost that damage output with the Seviper here with the more poison ability as well, adding extra damage counters, and it pairs kind of nicely with the Stadium here because if they're asleep they're going to have to use a trainer card to try and switch that out, well hopefully they are anyway, and allows us to make sure that the new Pokemon coming in is poisoned. It just means that they've got to use more resources, which is really what we're going for here. Keep in mind, we do have to hope that they do flip tails for that sleep to stick. So that's really the first combination that we're looking at, and to keep attacking right through this match, we're making sure that we're using Magearna with the change clothes in combination with the XP share to be able to save our Psychic Energies and just be 1 DCE away from attacking with either Gengar or Seviper. And this is the reason why I haven't gone the triple acceleration energy, because I found that there were times that I need to attack with Seviper quite often, and it just allowed, me to continue attacking, and you might be able to attack with a couple of turns with a DCE attachment where the triple acceleration energy sometimes meant that you attacked once and then you bought the opponent some more turns. So that's really why we've gone the DCE route rather than triple acceleration energy. You can experiment. In my experience, I found that that was more useful. Now, the times that triple acceleration energy are nice though is because of this Gastly. When he gets knocked out, you get to go and find 2 Haunters and from your deck and put them straight into your bench, ready to evolve into Gengars immediately, which is the reason why I experimented with triple acceleration energy for a while, because that meant that you could attack with one of the Gengars that you put up immediately. But yeah, like I said, the consistency side of things, that's the reason why I moved away from that and just stuck with DCEs completely. Now, the rest of the deck here, we've got Shrine to chip in damage, we've got our draw support line, we do have spell tags, which come in handy in this to be able to get the damage counters into Pokemon that we need, so we can set up our KOs and set up our wins. So that's a huge card in this deck as well. And we've got Judge's Whistle just to add a little bit of speed, and a Judge as well just to help us out. We've also got Oranguru. We ideally don't want to play him, but I've found that we're getting bricked too often, so Oranguru does help us out kind of nicely as well. And that really is how the deck works. So shall we begin? I think we shall. Hello, Conqueror, Hucky, and welcome. Alright, so we got Gas out front, that's what we want. So we're good with that. Decent starting hand, like it. Do like the starting hand, so Electro Power. What we are hoping, wow, oh no, that's just one mulligan. Sorry, I was clicking the wrong button. Am hoping for GX decks. Don't know how this will go against a non-GX deck, but we'll see. But I am happy with the cards that we've got. Can't remember if we're going first or second. Didn't pay attention. But anyway, if we're going second, he knocks the gas out, that can help me, so we're not too fussed about that. We don't want to necessarily play Magearna down just yet. We've got the first turn anyway, but looks of things. Oh, this doesn't look like a GX deck, which makes things tough. Alright, well, we'll Shrine down. We'll get rid of a Cynthia. Go and get another Gastly out, because that's super important. We'll energy attach right now to this Gastly, knowing that I can adventure bag. And go and get myself U2. Yep, we're fine with that. Chuck an EXP share back here. A spell tag to you. We will chuck you down, and we'll now Cynthia. We'll go and get ourselves a Seviper. Yep, another one down on the field. And I think we just hold there, really. Yep, I find a hub, so we just pass over to my opponent. Like I said, I have a feeling this is in a non-GX deck, which is less than ideal. We are after GX decks, and bad. Yeah. I think we're going to be in trouble, although we can one-shot, I guess, but we're at stage 2. Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. So I probably need the candy on this particular turn now. Because I need to find the first KO, and now I need to find a way to stay consistent right through this match. So I don't probably need to go any heavier on the Seviper line. We do get the Gengar, but we don't get ourselves... that's awkward. I think what we do here is we make sure... We'll chuck the DC onto you. I don't like throwing away too many draw supporters because I don't have much in the way of Pokemon draw, but we will. We'll go and guarantee one Haunter up. In you. We'll chuck a Cynthia down. Didn't get into the candy. It's unfortunate. But we're okay, we're okay. So we're gonna go Mysterious Treasure away, you. That's fine. And we'll go and play our Haunter. Yep. Chuck this Haunter out here. And we'll now just go with a bit of a Sinister Fog. I know this helps you, sadly. With that guy anyway. Is you like having damage counters on. But we're okay with that. Does poison this Jirachi. Zapdos coming. So I can one-shot this Haunter. Which I do have the ability to attack with the Gengar on the next turn. But that gets one-shot immediately after, so I need to get more Haunters onto the field pretty quickly. Excuse me for a moment. Alright. If you do take down this Haunter, I can one-shot here. The, one-shot. I can hit back on this Jirachi. Do need a switch card. Just thinking, you can actually survive your Sledgehammer turn. Which is good. So you do get the attack on the Zapdos, or you need an NG, and you've got it. Do you have the NG? If you miss here, it's really bad for you. And really good for me. So you're going to switch. Assuming you got the NG. Yeah. Alright, so you do hit here. And who do I want to take out? We'll take out the Jirachi, I think. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Just keep hitting into that Jirachi. It's a 1-for-1 prize card trade. We are hitting with Gengar on the next turn, so that's good. And taking Spiritomb out, and you can survive Sledgehammer turn, so I'm okay with that. But we do desperately need to start getting some Haunters up and rolling. Do I want another Seviper down? That's the question. I need to be able to hit for 120 on the next turn. Well, you're going up. 70, 80, 90, 100. Another Seviper is probably not going to get the job done, I'm afraid. But I don't kind of want to draw into you either, so... Yeah, and we need to thin this hand. I probably need to go into Seviper so I could switch. Oh well. Well, Lillie for 4. Ouch, so that makes things painful. We'll Dust Island here, just because we can. And we'll grab this off of you. I'm hoping you cannot be one-shotted, but we'll chuck it down the Seviper for the moment. And we'll now just Twilight Poison, get rid of the Spiritomb. And got a Guzma switch. That could play a Guzma switch turn into something. I'm worried about the lack of attackers I've got coming. I mean, I could go in attacking with these Sevipers, which with the right Pokemon in play could work. Could work just fine. And I do like the fact that I've got Guzma switch, because it means I can potentially target down who I think is going to be the biggest threat. So, the big cut is when he has exactly 4 prize cards remaining, which he's going to have at some point. It does 120 more damage, which will one-shot a Gengar. So that might be the guy to go after. Because the Zapdos I think is going to be tricky to get to, because it does 80 base, you'll need 2 Electro Powers to get there. Wow, I need my Erikas to find me a Gastly here. And then I need the candy into it after that. Like I said, we're probably attacking with Seviper. I'm not joking around with this. Which is less than ideal. I do think the Kartana is what I'd go after here. Although you're getting Electro Powers. Could you pull off a Zapdos KO? Could you pull off the old Zapdos KO? You don't KO anything. Alright, so you got Buzzwole. You'll need a switch. Yep, you've got it. Which means maybe I put it in perspective and go... this is hard. I think we DCE onto you, so we've got you set up to attack on the next turn. The switch isn't going to help. The Guzma, I would like to target down this guy, which makes you a bit more useless and makes you have to go with the Kartana, but I need to set up. That's too important. I think we just go through this guy right now, as much as I don't want to. I think that's just the priority. So we're going to go here. We're going to shuffle. Need to find a way into a Gastly. Good. So we do get the Gastly play, which is absolutely fantastic. We'll change of clothes here. This guy. Onto the Gastly instead. So that's fine. And we'll now just Twilight Poison. Get rid of Buzzwole. Still not finding any of my candies at this stage. There's another nest bomb. So we can go and get another Gastly up on the next turn. What am I hitting for here really? 40, 70 damage. Which if you attack with Kartana here, that will work for me. If you attack with Zapdos, well, I can't get the KO and that's bad. But we do have Poison on, that could make it more awkward. Who knows? Got the switch, here you go on to just your Archie. So you must have more switches to burn. I don't mind you having to burn a lot of switch cards though. That will suit me just fine. So Cynthia, didn't have a second switch. big cool going to the second Jirachi then. Alright, so you're going to attack him with Zapdos. That sounds fair. That sounds fair. That's all your switch cards gone, thankfully. You might have escape ropes or skateboards, but that might potentially mean that I have just got some time to set up another one. So, oh, Katana's set up on this turn, isn't it? Yeah. So you weren't set up yet because you didn't take KO. Of course. So, what we want to do here is we want to chuck an NG to you. No, to you because I need you attacking. Yeah. Do we stretch anyone? I think we stretch a 3. So we'll go and get a Gastly, a Haunter, and a Gengar out. Yeah, that sounds good. And we'll nest ball our way into a Gastly here. Because it's not going to matter. 40, 80 with the 30, that gets the 210. The 110, I'm not going to be able to get it any other way. So assuming that you can get out of the active, that is as well. So what we need is a Cynthia play. Ouch! Still don't have a Haunter. And I'm assuming that you go down the next turn no matter what. We might just have to sacrifice a Gastly on the next one, sadly. Alright, the prize card's gonna be evened up, and I've got no attackers. So we're probably sacrificing Gastly here. Well, that makes things awkward. Wonder if I prize my candies. I mean, I top deck candy and I do have the attacker on the next turn. It's about the only thing that can save me. Otherwise, I do think I have to put this Gastly in, no matter what. Well, there's the Electro Power to get this. Although you still need to switch and all that. And like I said, I like seeing so many switch cards hit the bin right there. So there's 4 of them in the bin, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 4 in the bin. So there's a lot of resources that you've burnt through already. Now Hilgu hits the field. And if he doesn't get out of the active here, he is in a lot of trouble. We got him. We got him. We got him. Alright, first game of the deck. I like it. I like it. We gotta play more to decide what I like about it, but yeah. Hello, Charizard Cebus. Welcome. Alright. Gastly. Seviper. XP share, probably onto the Seviper at this stage. Then Judge's Whistle, DCE onto the Gastly, and then we'll see what's happening from there. Rather get a Psychic Energy onto the Gastly more than anything else. Oops. Wipeout, I mean, chance of you getting KO on first turn, minimal. But yeah, I'd rather Psychic Energy because at least the XP share gets value if you do go down. But the chance of that happening, who knows. Oh, draw a card. Mysterious Treasure. Ooh, I don't like that. There's nothing I desperately need right now, so we're just going to straight Cynthia. Just because I don't want to get rid of anything that I had in hand, so... We do have a Gastly down, we do have Magearna that we can play, which is kind of nice. I think we will, we'll change of clothes, yep, that sounds good. Get you back. And chuck it onto you instead. And then we'll pass it over to our opponent. What we're really hoping for here is A, that you're running some kind of GX deck, but B, probably for a candy more than anything else. That's what we're looking for. Candy and DCE, which means I'm going to have to clutch it pretty well. Because I can go and get the Gengar. That's fine, that's no issues. But they'd be ditching a Rescue Stretcher as well. And I've only got 1 in deck of them now. So I'm going to need Greninja and Zoroark. Alright, so... I know you hit me for weakness, don't you? That's terrible. Terrible news. But at least it's a... And you resist me, don't you? It's not only do you hit me for weakness, you resist me. Ah, So this should be a terrible matchup. It is a GX deck, so let's hope. I'm thinking that chance of you having the KO turn 1 is still small. I'm hoping it is anyway. That's what we're hoping. So if that's the case, do I keep this Gastly up for now? And our chance of me getting the KO on this is pretty small. So I think we keep that Gastly up. We chuck a Haunter down back here. That sounds fine. I think we rescue... so Mysterious Treasure. We'll go and get another... Oh, I've only got one Haunter in deck. That's terrible. That's terrible news. But we can Rescue Stretcher it back, can't we? Alright, I don't like doing this, but we'll do it. We can Rescue Stretcher this thing back. At least we get an attack here. We do have Gengar in hand ready to roll, so we do need an NG card to you. Do I nest or anything? We might as well, so we'll go and get ourselves some Sevipers down. Ooh, we don't have draw right now. I don't want to fill up my bench. But I think we have to. We just have to play the safe card here, so... yeah, we'll just... Sinister Fog. Get some damage onto the back line there. Yeah, he has the Naganadel, he has the KO on this Haunter. What we need to then go for is Gengar down. We're a long way from getting you. I think we put all the damage counters in the world to you. We stretch the two of you back into deck. We go and get an NG card. Then Oranguru. Thinking that's how we play. So save the NG. Really hope you flip tails. That would help me a lot. So we have Gengar to play, which we will, and chuck them all into you. This does take forever, so bear with me. Oh, we do have Tate Liza, so that's good. There we go. Oh, hang on, there's another one, isn't there? Yep. Alright, so we'll stretch it. The two of you back. Oops, three of you back in the deck apparently. Yep, that's fun. And we'll Viridian this guy out. As much as I don't want to, but we'll go and pull an NG because we need it. And we'll now chuck that onto you. And we'll instruct. So we get ourselves out of that. Another XP share. Taking on to you. And we do get better value with the Cynthia, which is kind of nice. We do get a Gastly, so that's good. DCE is here, so we'll change clothes, grab this one off, and chuck that to you for the moment. And we're now hoping that you flip the old Tailrooney. And you do. Alright, so that could make it awkward enough. It might have Guzma or something to get out of it, or the switch, but at least it makes it more awkward for him. With the old Twilight Poison. So, building up the Naganadel down back. At least not on turning point yet, and that thing's not going to one-shot me, so... Alright, it's just accepting it. That's great for me. That is excellent for me, so now what we want to do is DCE to you. I like Judge isn't the right call right now, so we'll just... Cynthia. We need to find our way into that Haunter, which we do have. We have a lovely spell tag as well, which is good. So we'll now oust Gastly. Keep in mind, I need to Be careful my Gastly resources. In fact, that's the last Gastly gone. So this is my last Gengar. Alright, so I'm a Seviper deck after this, just so I'm aware. Which is less than ideal, to be blunt. So, if that's the case, I've got the energy to attach to you. I think what we're going to do is move this to Seviper. Yeah. And we'll chuck Spell Tag on. Pull a card with the Oranguru. And we'll now Twilight Poison. And that should get you. It's a beautiful 3 prize card pull. Lillie, Nespel, and Haunter. Alright. So keep in mind that this thing doesn't have the one-shot here. Which is absolutely huge, and I do have the one-shot back. So, he didn't retain those NGs because he died of poison. That's unfortunate. Luckily you resisted my attack just enough to go down by poison. Ah, charging up. Attacking with Nagging Dump. You get to save these NGs at least. Because unfortunately I do one-shot you. Without the poison, so... I'm liking seeing more of these GX Pokemon coming down. And do I have Guzma left in deck? Because that could be good. If I can draw into a Guzma and being able to pick off a Lele off the bench, that's kind of nice. So that's really what we're playing at from here. So, Nespel. Getting yourself another Greninja and a Zoroark. What else are you going to get? Another Pokemon? Yep. That sounds fair. And Mysterious. Alright. So, we want to manually attach an energy I'm feeling to you at this stage. Yep, we're feeling that. We want to get rid of you. Don't want to draw an energy out of it. We just want to get rid of it. So we can get a couple of pulls with the Lillie. And we want a Dust Island just because I don't want you having that Viridian anymore. And we'll Twilight Poison. Get rid of Nagging down. Like I said, unfortunately I can't do anything further than that. This Gengar goes down here, gets spread 4 damage counters. I'm a little bit bricked. I do need Guzma. Ah. The top deck of Guzma would be huge. That's for sure. I'm thinking that I might start with the Oranguru. So I might go Seviper first here. I'm feeling Seviper's the first play. We're out of Gastlys because I ditched my only other Gastly. Mind you, I'm thinking, didn't I get one of these Gengars out? So have I got 2 prize Gastly left? One's definitely in prize. That's for sure. You are one-shotting me now. I can't guarantee attacking with you. What do I want? Then we go after this guy. We just set him up. Rather than focusing on getting the Greninja Zoroark, so NG to you, NG to you. I think we put Seviper out to begin with because I don't have the Gengar and I need the Gengar. So that is a thing. EXP shared the Oranguru. Yep, that sounds fair. Would rather this be... Okay, maybe EXP share into the Seviper. So, go and change your clothes, grab that one back. EXP share onto the Seviper here, we'll DC onto you. And we're just waiting at this stage, so... Venomous Fang. Look at that damage. 50 on. I'm hoping you don't have Guzma, but I need to find my way into another Gengar. There is 4 in deck, plus I have plenty of draw spoilers to come. You do have Guzma. Okay, so I'm in a lot of trouble now from here on out. I was going to say you're not on turning point turn, but yeah, you can just manually retreat out. And that gets rid of the poison as well, which is unfortunate. So I do think we're still attacking. Do I chuck 4 more onto you? Oh, you gave me another prize card. You give me a Gastly option. 4 more onto you gets you 90. Yeah, I think we do. We're not concentrating on getting you, we're concentrating on getting you. It's interesting that you're giving me a prize card there. Although 4 onto you, 60. I'm just trying to think if I Guzma you up instead, because I'm only 1 prize card away. I think we just go onto the Tapu Lele. That's what we're going to do. Just keep chipping at that Tapu Lele. And move this NG card to you. Chuck this Seviper up. It's interesting that you decide to give me that prize. You do realise if I top deck Guzma, it's still over. Because I can just go and whack out that Poi Palm. And what I can now also do is start setting up another Gengar in the back line. Ooh, we have Tate Liza, so that's good. So I think DCE goes on to you. I think Gastly goes on to you. I think we change the clothes now. So we don't need more energies onto you. We'll chuck it to the Oranguru instead. Oh no, hang on, that was supposed to go to Gastly. Idiot. Oh well. Shuffle. It is what it is. Draw a card. Alright, we'll poison anyway. Keep chipping away. So this guy does go down. And we save the energy to Oranguru because I was an idiot and didn't put on the Gastly. Oh well, it is what it is. Attacking with this Seviper. We Haunter up. How close are you? 8 damage counters doesn't get you there. That's sorry, 6 damage counters. I wish I could get a Shrine to last a couple of turns just to get you within that tasty range. Set yourself up another Ninja Zoroark. So we attack with this guy next. We save the NG to you. That's for sure. At least I've got another Seviper that I can attack with on the next turn. Alright, you are on your turning point turn, so that's a good move. Plus you hit for weakness. Is that smart? If I put the 4 damage counters on you, that wasn't smart. I wish I kind of put my damage counters onto you right now. So you can survive 60. Alright, well you're surviving that. You are surviving that. Chuck that to you for now. Chuck this Seviper up. We do have some Shrine Love, which is good. So that's what we need this turn. And then we need... change clothes. I'm hoping you don't have Guzma. If you don't have Guzma, if you don't have something to oust this Shrine, this will come in absolutely clutch. Alright, Venomous Poison. Magneto will be getting out of there now. Come on, Shrine, last for one more turn. Don't have Guzma. If I can get that Gengar out and the Shrine lasts for one turn, it's over. You don't even have to top deck the Guzma. Alright, so you don't have Guzma. Just don't have a stadium. Otherwise I do have to top deck Guzma to get this game. I don't know if you have the stadium. I don't think you do. So I might have it. What a close match. Yep, I've got it. Just enough. Just enough. So we'll move this Engie to the Haunter. And we now have it. Shrine gets you just within range. And now we just have to evolve. Evolve. Yes. And knock out this Tapu Lele. This is where I'm glad I focused on the Tapu Lele with all those damage counters earlier. Got it. Got it. Good game. And it is time to rate this deck. So, starting with damage here, we do have a lot going on with the damage because we are poisoning, which combines with the Seviper's more poison, plus we have spell tags going on, so there's a lot of things, as well as the Shadow Pain. So there's a lot of things that are increasing the damage output of the deck. But in terms of raw damage that we can actually deliver to our opponent, we're giving it a 6 out of 10. As for the defense, we are a budget build one prize card trade deck. 130 is relevant because there are some decks that can't quite get to that, and that's just absolutely clutch if they can't. But yeah, we are really a one prize card deck for the trade, and we're giving it an 8 out of 10. As for reliability, we've played around with this quite a bit to try and get it as streamlined as possible. The Judge's Whistles help with speed quite a lot, and the Oranguru comes in absolutely clutch. I did play the Let Loose Marshadow for a while. That just, you got one Let Loose and then that was it. There was not enough value. So the Oranguru provides a lot more. Keep in mind you don't really want to play him if you don't have to. But yeah, this is fairly streamlined. It achieves what we want to achieve fairly consistently. And we're giving it a 7.5 out of 10. So overall, what do I think? Well, first of all, its weakness is going to be any kind of tanky deck with a lot of healing. Because you really need to be able to take down GX Pokemon, things like that, as quickly as possible. And if they've got healing, they can last, your Shadow Pains and your Twilight Poison. You don't have the damage output after your Shadow Pains to continue taking those big, hefty tag team Pokemon out. So that's definitely its weakness. Its strength is going to be against any non-GX deck that they can't one-shot the Gengar, and any GX deck that they don't have enough healing for. So that's really what we're looking for, is those kinds of matchups. And when we're up against them, it does alright. So overall, we're giving it a 7.5 out of 10.